This is one-on-one session with the ForumIAS founder and director 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐬. In this session, students are asked questions to test their preparedness for the personality test. One-on-one sessions are not mock panel sessions.
Lindhiya. Lindhiya, how do you pronounce your full name?
L An Lindhiya.
L An Lindhiya.
Yes.
All right. So, have we interacted before, Lindhiya?
Yes, sir. 2 times. Once before prelims and once before mains, sir.
And now once before the interview.
Yes, sir.
So let us begin with a couple of questions. First, when is the date of your interview, Lindhiya?
It's on 19th of January, sir.
19th January. Wonderful. So let us begin with a brief. Can you introduce yourself to me?
Sure, sir. So my name is Lindhiya. I come from the town of Madurai, which is located in the middle part of Tamil Nadu. I'm as a person, I'm very direct, open, and interested in a diverse set of activities. Right from my childhood, I've been engaged in Bharatanatyam, dancing, sports activities, and I've been doing pretty decently in academics as well. After schooling, I was very intrigued by this new and upcoming subject of biomedical engineering, so I chose that. But upon getting into my college and engaging in various other club activities, I realized that my passion lies in leadership and management activities. So I chose McKinsey to go for my first job. After 2 years, I quit, and here I am, sir. This is my first attempt at UPSC.
What is so famous about Madurai?
So Madurai is known as the heritage city of Tamil Nadu, sir. It's very well known for its historical nature. Right from the Pandya kingdom, where the Sangam literature was born, to the current 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐦𝐬 excavations and the iconic Meenakshi Amman temple. All this give a very historic nature to the city. So that's what's very special about it.
Okay, so apart from the temples, what else is there in Madurai?
Apart from the temples, it's a great place to explore food. Certain delicacies like jigar tanta, curry dosa and all, you cannot enjoy the same taste elsewhere in Madurai. Apart from that, economically speaking, Madurai is primarily an agricultural district. But right now it is also emerging as an economic hub with automobile, IT industries also coming up, sir.
Lindhiya, so what is happening is the government today is talking about, phasing out and phasing down coal. So there is an opinion that this phasing out of coal, or in fact phasing down of coal, that is going to create some federal issues. And it will benefit some states and it will come at a cost to other states. Can you elaborate on what is this issue?
So, to my knowledge, I believe phasing down of coal might benefit the states that are more capable in renewable energy sectors, such as Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Rajasthan, etc., while it might very much affect states that are very dependent on coal, sir.
Okay. India, we have done Bharatanatyam.
Yes, sir.
Bharatanatyam is a classical dance of India?
Yes, sir, it is.
So what is the difference between these classical dances and other dances?
The classical dances, well, compared to folk dances, etc., have a more structured nature. It is more codified in terms of the basic movements involved, the rules and regulations. Also, it takes years of practice to master the art. And typically, it represents more abstract concepts like spirituality, while compared to other dances, which are more expressions of day-to-day activities. These are some of the differences.
India, so what is your motivation for going for civil services after going for biomedical sciences, then leadership and management and McKinsey, Then after doing all these things, why suddenly civil services?
While I was working in McKinsey, it was a very diverse environment. For example, I would be working with a beverage company in Australia one day, and some other time I would be helping a mall increase its customer footprint. But at one point, I came across civil services, and when I saw the kind of work people were doing on the ground, like giving voter IDs for, excuse me, tribal people for the first time, or building up a tea factory that was running in losses. Such things felt more real and more closer to the ground impact, sir. So that really inspired me to shift roles. While the skill sets were more or less similar, the impact I could see much closer, sir. So that was the motivation.
Lindhiya, tell me two things that are common between Russia, Ukraine conflict and Israel-Palestine conflict, and two things that are different between the two conflicts.
Yes, sir. I believe the similarity is, based on my observation, one can be that both conflicts have the potential to escalate into a region-wide conflict, essentially polarizing the world. Another similarity could be we are increasingly seeing that technology is not the panacea to military operations. Both these operations have brought that factor out. The second part of the question, where we see the differences, while one was an invasion, like the Russia-Ukraine war was invasion, while the other was a retaliation for a terror attack. Another difference is, I believe, sir, the Russia-Ukraine war is relatively less targeting civilians compared to the Israel-Gaza war.
Right. Tell me, what are the chances of India getting a permanent seat in the Security Council?
The chances seem good, but not immediately, I would say, because currently the world is very divided. We need a united world to get a seat there. The reason why I say we have good chances is that increasingly, though the world is polarized, India is being wanted in several multilateral forums, and we are playing very effective role. For example, recently our Navy was able to thwart a piracy attack in the Red Sea. So such good expression of our capability is definitely increasing our chances for a seat in UNSC.
All right. What do you think is the strongest argument in favor of a permanent seat, for India? What do you think is India's strongest argument?
I believe first and foremost, we are the largest population in the world. That would be the strongest argument, sir.
India, the southern states are having a concern that they're collecting more in taxes, then they're giving it to the union, and then from union it is coming back. But the scheme of devolution of funds is such that the scheme is always in favor of the states that are not performing. So southern states have two concerns. One is that they are not getting a due, they are not getting their due. And the second concern that they're having is that non-performance is being rewarded. What is your opinion on this? What is your take?
So my opinion is that India is one nation. So certain states have some historical disadvantages, and it is not wrong for the other states to pitch in so that we can have inclusive growth throughout the nation. So contributing more from one state that has already developed is a good thing. I don't think it is wrong. But at the same time, certain concerns have to be taken into account. For example, southern states have done well in controlling their population. So such efforts have to be rewarded. Now, this can be done by tweaking certain disbursements so that the difference is not so wide. For example, Tamil Nadu contributes 1 rupee and gets 29 paise back, whereas states like UP gets 4 times their contribution. Maybe this much of disparity can be reduced a little bit.
Yeah, so you have worked in the field of biomedicine.
Yes.
What is current challenges in the waste disposal, biomedical waste disposal? What are the current challenges?
So, to begin with, I believe though the rules like biomedical waste management rules of 2016 are in place, we don't have enough capacity to process our biomedical waste. So first, the common biomedical waste treatment plants are not adequate to handle the waste that is being generated. Second is the lax oversight on the implementation, sir. So the pollution control boards of the respective states are supposed to oversee, but since it is not being done properly, we are seeing waste being disposed into the ocean or even burying deep down. Such things will cause future infections to spread. Third concern, sir, will be the training of the staff. It is said that several hospital staff are not really aware of how to segregate the waste based on the color coding. So such concerns exist, sir.
You have also written about something that is known as crocheting t-shirts as a digital detox. I'm not able to understand what is this.
The crochet is a type of handicraft. It is similar to knitting, sir. Basically, using some thread and needles, we can create garments. So I used to practice that as a hobby during COVID. At that point, I was working in McKinsey and my screen time was very excessive. So this hobby really helped me get engaged in something other than my phone, and creating fabrics out of scratch was very fulfilling. So I started suggesting this as a good digital detox for my friends and family too, sir.
All right. You've also worked on projects on child sexual abuse. Tell me, what is the current challenges in POCSO that there is a call for certain reforms or certain amendments to it?
So there have been quite a few issues. One main issue is the call for reducing the age of consent from 18 to 16. The reason being several consenting romantic relationships below the age of 18 are getting penalized, leading to young teenage boys being tagged as rapists for consensual acts. So my opinion in this case is that even though such cases are happening, we should not reduce the age of consent, which might lead to issues like trafficking and more child marriages. Instead, we can take example from countries like France, Australia, where they have a Romeo-Juliet clause. So they just have exceptions for such cases. So, and recently the Law Commission also suggested there should be guided prudence in judiciary also. The judges should evaluate the cases based on the context and implement it. So that I think would be a good way forward. So.
All right. Wonderful, Lindhiya. That is all that I have to ask you. Your interview is over.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, Lindhiya, I think you are doing quite well. I think you are one of the most well-prepared candidates that I have met this year. And if you are able to perform in this manner in the interview, you should be doing it quite well. Your interview is on 19th of January. So if possible, if you're coming a day before or something, on Thursday or something, and if I'm there that day, then just see me once if possible.